talk, a lot of buzz after Monday Night Raw, the most recent episode, with CM Punk and Paul Heyman kind of mocking the Jerry the King Lawler situation. Of course, Lawler returned to Raw after a heart attack, and some people found the routine, the angle offensive, thought it lacked couth. Personally, I thought it lacked originality, creativity. I'm more offended at the laziness of the writers and the booking, quite honestly, than I am at the fact that they were kind of poking fun at Jerry the King Lawler. And I'll preface this, and I'm not looking to offend anybody by any means. I've been in the TV news business for 15 years now, and I have seen just about everything. So it takes a whole lot to offend me or get me riled up. I'm probably a little more cynical and jaded than I should be, but I am also a caring and compassionate person. So I want to get that out there as well. The whole Lawler situation, when he had the heart attack, I was devastated. I was shocked. I'm glad that he is still with us. The other issue at hand, I think, was that I think more people might be offended by was the fact that they showed the footage of him being saved and worked on, and the CPR and the life-saving techniques, and him in the ambulance and whatnot. Was that offensive? I probably should have watched it closer. I wish I still had saved it on DVR to go back and look at it again. I wasn't offended by it. I have seen all kinds of situations like that. This is just the WWE's way, I guess some would say, of exploiting the situation. Others would probably use, other ways to describe it. And I'm going to kind of defend WWE for a minute and play devil's advocate, so hear me out. This could be a way of also touting the fact that, the WWE does have a wellness program and it does work. They have trained physicians and EMTs on hand at every event. And it's been said that this doctor saved Jerry Lawler's life. And I'm a firm believer that had this heart attack happened, probably any other promotion in the country, in the world, Jerry Lawler may not be here today. So the WWE, this could be a way of showing off that their wellness policy does in fact work. They have been scrutinized and criticized by the media in the past. This is an example of where things actually worked out for the better. There's also the argument that, and I've lost my train of thought. There's also been the scenario brought up, the situation brought up that I was thinking about earlier today, and actually talked about it briefly with one of my colleagues from the Raptors Radio. Adam Testa mentioned, WWE just wrapped up a month-long campaign for breast cancer awareness. Why not use this as an opportunity to raise awareness for heart disease? Jerry the King Lawler obviously survived something that could have killed a lesser person. He is still here today for a reason. Why not use that reason to bring awareness to heart disease? It is the #1 killer of both men and women in this country, and I'm kind of getting on a soapbox here, but this would be the perfect opportunity to use this as a platform. And you know what? Even if it is viewed as exploitation, it's being used for good and not for just the pure put some money in the back pocket of the WWE. You look at it in those kinds of terms, maybe something better than just trying to get CM Punk some more heat before Survivor Series would be the way to go. There are other ways to get Punk, heat heading into Survivor Series and into his battle than to have him pick on Jerry Lawler and then have Paul Heyman fake a heart attack in the middle of the ring. Again, though, it depends on how you look at things. There are so many things out there in the media right now that are offensive. Some people get offended at the drop of a hat. Others, have a high tolerance for it. So this is a discussion that I'm sure will carry over on to From the Raptors Radio coming up Thursday night. So be sure to listen. We're on from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time Thursday nights.